Hello and welcome to the preview for the Bank of England and the ECB rate decision for Thursday. Starting off with the BoE, that's expected to be a non-event, with all analysts' forecasts foreseeing an unchanged rate decision from Mark Carney's Monetary Policy Committee. So despite the jobless rate actually being below that 7.0% threshold, the Bank of England are not expected to make any changes, as continuously low inflation and a speeding up recovery in the UK is enough impetus to keep the MPC unchanged this month. So moving on to the ECB, which is expected to provide some slightly bigger fireworks. The ECB are expected to keep all their monetary policy rates unchanged, but there are a minority of analysts that do expect the ECB to take action against inflationary pressures via a cut to the main refi rate to potentially as much as 0.15%, and even a potential move in towards negative territory for the deposit rate, which currently stands at 0. However, the majority of analysts do see the ECB overlooking the historically strong euro, with euro-dollar still stubbornly just below that 140 mark, as analysts look further down the line for potential ECB action, which could even involve asset purchases in some form of QE or even credit easing. So the press conference will be where these announcements could be hinted towards, so markets will remain on tenterhooks on whether ECB's Draghi could hint towards a real concrete use. June is seen as the most likely time, as this is when the ECB present their latest forecasts, so it would give Draghi a bit more time to explain why and how the ECB are acting on policy. Nonetheless, source comments out of El País over the weekend, which is Spanish press, did highlight source comments saying that ECB's Draghi was designing a two-step design to his monetary policy, the first arm of which being rates, the second of which being asset purchases, which would only take place after the asset quality review in autumn of this year. So it may be the case that we see conventional monetary policy first and then extra unconventional monetary policy further down the line as late as September or even October of 2014. So the Bank of England due at midday London time, the ECB 45 minutes afterwards, with Draghi kicking off the press conference at 1:30 p.m. London time. So bring you all those releases as soon as they hit the wires, as well as any other relevant commentary to your trading. But in the meantime, that's all from me. Make sure you have a fantastic rest of the day.